In today's edition of Students Completely Losing Their Mind, we've got a group of students who decided to take hazing to the next level. Let's check out this story.
Now to Syracuse and the chilling high school hazing scandal. Authorities describing an incident that resembled an armed kidnapping. 11 students, most of them members of the boys' varsity lacrosse team, tonight surrendering to police after other players were taken into the woods. There was a gun and a knife, and authorities say they thought they were being kidnapped at gunpoint.
Wow. Just wow. I've never been hazed. I don't know what that's like, but I know that that's not the typical stuff. That's really bad. That's really bad.
The DA tonight calling it hazing on steroids. Here's Whit Johnson.
Tonight, 11 high school students have now turned themselves in over an alleged prank near Syracuse, New York, that the district attorney says went way beyond hazing. This after authorities issued a 48-hour ultimatum urging them to surrender.
And this is hazing on steroids, okay? This could have resulted in such a tragedy.
Many of those students on the West Hill High School varsity boys lacrosse team, accused of taking underclassmen to a lacrosse game last week and then driving them to a remote wooded area pretending to be lost.
This is so scary. I couldn't imagine what was going through the minds of these students. They had no idea what was going on. Someone pulls out a gun, a knife. Yeah, this is beyond the hazing that we know of. Stuff that's lighthearted. Oh, wear a silly, guys. You wear a tutu to class the entire day, or and a tutu and a tie-dye shirt, or something silly, or you have to dress up as the mascot, or just something just silly, lighthearted, or you have to carry our bags or something like that. Wow. This is crazy. And really, this is the time of the year too, where I, as a principal, I had to remind students, like there's, when we talk about, if you want to do I hope you don't want, I don't want you to do a prank, but like there's a difference between, okay, we're gonna do a senior prank, ha ha ha, wasn't that funny, and now it's over. It's easy to just transition from this is our prank and now it's done. Nothing to fix or clean up or anything like that. There's a difference between just a lighthearted prank and just plain old vandalism and disruption of school. And here with this, obviously these boys needed to be reminded of this is just lighthearted, and I don't even like to use the word hazing, but this is just a nice tradition. Underclassmen, you carry the bags to the first game, something along those lines, something lighthearted. No one's gonna get in any trouble here. It's not gonna hurt anybody. No one's gonna fear for their life. Okay, we're not gonna potentially put someone in danger of being hurt, or if it's found out, we're gonna be arrested. Like, we don't want that, but that's what these 11 boys did to themselves.
People came out of the woods all dressed in black. They were armed with what appeared to be at least one handgun and at least one knife.
Authorities say at least 4 students ran away, but one left behind, his hands tied, placed in the trunk of a car with a hood over his head by students posing as kidnappers. Then, after the incident, taking that victim home. The school district now canceling the remainder of the varsity boys lacrosse season. And David, because the students have all turned themselves in before that Friday morning deadline, they will each get a ticket for misdemeanor unlawful imprisonment, but no criminal record. David?
So I agree with the school's decision to end the season. You cannot have that. You've got to send the message, and unfortunately there's going to be students who had nothing to do with that. They're going to get caught up in it, and their season is over as well. But it's got to be that way. You cannot have that, and certainly it's possible that some of those students who weren't part of it, they knew it was about to go down. And the lesson there is, hey, If you hear something like that, someone's in danger, someone could get hurt, need you to step up and say something. That takes guts. It's not easy, but it's got to be done. So I 1,000% agree with the school's decision to cancel the rest of the season, and I'm so glad that there was no accidental discharge of the weapon. No one got hurt, but man, what a scary situation. Could you imagine how upset those parents of the kids who were kidnapped would be, and a hood over the head, placed in the trunk? That's terrible. These students lost their mind, and they're getting the consequences that they deserve.